dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a player Nike. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey. Hey, yo. Nike check.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the steel setting, and a few moments ago their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run for the first time to James Conner. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. He'll try and run for it with Conner, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Smith-Schuster.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
At the 26-yard line.
First and 10 is Connor. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 21. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Bud Dupree.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
A gain of
that is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man Boykin. He's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Sutton now to return. A good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shoppers, partner, or you want those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 230. Let's go. You can't handle it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Ravens' 29-yard line.
Black 80. Check 48. Come on. 50.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
End of the first quarter.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert.
Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run forward with Connor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Ravens 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson now. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Dobbins running out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
At 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Schuster.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
14-yard line.
14-yard line, second and 11.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
3rd and 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, again to counter. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
on second down. Here's Jackson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The drive will start with Connor. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10.
James Conner, the ball carrier.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
That is on 9 yards.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 91 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is just against them, because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
For Baltimore.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check nipple.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
13 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
A gain of 31 yards.
That goes for a gain of 31.
First down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Operating from the gun, Jackson flush to his right, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught at the 3. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Steelers 24, Ravens 21. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run here with counter. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Connor on first down, able to take this one forward for about 6. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
No gain on.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Darren Lee on the tackle.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it. and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down at the
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
3-yard pick.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
First down and more for Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Baltimore.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Now the 3-time Pro Bowler. Here's Mark Ingram.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
The tackle made by Mike Hilton. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, Jackson. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
He's going to let it and this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Steelers 27. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
It's 2nd and 8.
He's back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Jackson on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
On the keeper.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in.